Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh,
yeah. Good morning, everybody. This is such a good audience today. Look at them. They are ready to go, and so are we. Have a seat, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Kendall continues to take some days off. And I wish, everyone around me, I'm telling you, they got the sniffles over on the radio show, Alexis and Dawn, and it's basically just me and over there on the show. And I got to say, I came backstage today, and I've talked about this before. I have a little tradition with executive producer Jeff. He comes back and he gives me kind of an audience status, how the audience is. Because, I am just grateful people come every single day. I don't care who, I don't care how many. We'll welcome everyone. But sometimes, people, they're not on TV every day like we are, and they're not used to things. So sometimes audiences are quieter than other audiences. So Jeff comes by today, and I can always tell when it's a quieter audience, because this is what Jeff says. Jeff goes, okay, it's going to be fine. We're going to have a good show. It's going to be fine. You're going to have a really good show. And I'm like, oh, God. And then, so today he comes back, or no, I'm sorry, I was barely in the studio today, and he comes up, he goes, oh, we're good. Oh, we're good. We're good. And then, yeah. So then I'm back in my little cubby hole, and again, I tell you this every day, I can hear everything. So I'm back there, and then I hear some woman in the audience go, so how do I know when I'm on TV? I want to make sure, she wants to make sure her close-up is really good. So that's her right there, waving her hands. Yeah. And then, you're on TV now. Yeah. And then next to her is a woman named Erin, and Erin, it's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So Erin waved to the people. So Erin is 7 degrees of Minnesota famous, or 1 degree, because that lady right there is good friends with a Minnesota. And if you're watching us from other cities, just hang with me for a second. Just humor me for a second. She is good friends with a Minnesota broadcasting icon. And that word, I don't like to overuse it, but she is, that is the college roommate of Minnesota's Kathy Wurzer, everybody. That's right, that's Erin. Now, people always, and it's amazing because you're only like 27. I mean, I can't believe. No, and people ask me, I told the audience, one of the questions I get a lot if I see folks at a restaurant or even I do a Q&A with the audience after the show, they always like to ask, oh, what's this celebrity really like? Or locally, what's this person really like? And I always list, I have a standard answer when people ask, who's the nicest and who's horrible? I can't tell you who's the most horrible, but I'll tell this audience in the commercial. But anyway, I always say the 2 nicest people in this business, because I've been here now 26 years, is Amelia Santinello Vassalero over there on WCCO, and Kathy Wurzer. Kathy Wurzer, I worked with her when I was a youngin'. I was 22, my first TV job, and she was the fancy weekend anchor. And Kathy's always been Kathy Wurzer. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a goofball. Kathy's a real broadcaster. And she didn't need to talk to me. And she not only talked to me, but she gave me a lot of time and answered all my dumb young TV guy questions and humored me. Introduced me to a great pizza. And so when you watch, we call her Z. Do you call her Z, Erin?
I do not.
No, okay. Well, I call her Z. So when you watch Kathy, just know what you see on television, it's just a shade of how good she is. She's such a good human. So Kathy, I love you, and I love this audience today. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a great time. Okay, everybody. Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. By the way, the pizza that Kathy introduced me to was from Pizza Luce. It's a white sauce, artichoke, and chicken pizza. It's really good at the Pizza Luce. First up, Rinna is not feeling the love. So here's the deal. Lisa's mom, Lois, died recently. She was 93. And Lisa did not appreciate how her network, you know, Lisa's on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she did not appreciate how Bravo honored her mother. On Twitter, Lisa wrote, "Production featured Lois a lot over the years, which is why I thought they would celebrate her life a little bit more and show our family's grieving process." Now, and she goes, you know, they showed other drama, other dumb drama, and more than they showed grieving of Lisa's family. My feeling is, and I love the Rinna, I do. I love how she stirs the pot on Beverly Hills. I've always liked Rinna. But here's the deal, Lisa, you know the game. The production is, the producers are going to show the silly drama more than they're going to show, not that it's not worthy, but a family in mourning. That's not, no offense, that's not why people watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And in my opinion, I was actually kind of shocked as a fan of the show. I was actually kind of surprised, shocked is overly dramatic. I was surprised that this was Lisa's take, because having watched the episodes where they talked about Lois, I actually thought they did a really considerate job. And there was a montage. They showed Lisa announcing it. I thought the producers handled it really well and classy. I don't like to tell anybody how to grieve. I hate when people do that. You know, some people cry, some people don't. So I don't want to get into that with Rinna, but I just think Bravo did a really good job. So I'm sorry that Lisa feels that way. Next in the dish, Lizzo was on, speaking of Bravo, with Andy Cohen last night. You may remember she gave a TED Talk on twerking and showed Andy how to twerk properly. Look.
A lot of people think that twerking is this, popping.
Okay.
It's not. It's about the leverage that you can, it's the isolation. Hold on, y'all can't see me whole move. Andy, you in the way, there. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Come on, Andy, can you do it? Okay, so that's the up and down. That's the up and down.
Okay.
But now you gotta do the circle twerk. Circle
Oh, God,
twerk, you ready?
circle twerk.
Circle twerk. Can you do that? Can you do this? Okay. Now go fast. Okay.
All right.
And here's the last one. We call this the vibrator.
Okay.
Can you do this? 2 legs. Knee it in. Knee it in. Okay. Now, speed it up.
Okay, fine. Thank God I'm married. No, I say it a lot. The cliche, the stereotype isn't true with this one. All gays can't dance. Andy and I just proved it right there. No, I can't twerk. My body, I think I'm very, make up your own joke, inflexible. I can't, I'm not real, be quiet, Jeff. The staff is like, yep, totally. No, I can't move like that. I don't know. That would look worse than Andy. Next in the, let's move on before they ask me to dance again. Let's, next in the dish, Sylvester Stallone wants to get paid. Here's the deal. The guy who played Rocky nearly 50 years ago, oh, look at this, still good. If there are youngins watching, go watch this movie. It really is, it holds up well. It's an American classic. Okay, anyway, back to the story. So Sylvester played Rocky nearly 50 years ago, and he says that he wants his fair share of the franchise. He called out the producer of the films, who's 93. Sly says, I love it, it's like an 80-year-old and a 93-year-old fighting. Grumpy old producers. Sly says he wants his rights back before passing, so he can pass it on to his kids. So Sly claims he's been deprived of an equity stake in Rocky. He received first dollar gross I know it's technical, we're getting real technical. Basically, he received a bit of money on the sequels and net profits off the original. Back in 2019, the producer of Rocky says he was surprised that Sly wasn't satisfied with the tens of millions of dollars he's received. The franchise has made more than $1.7 billion. Here's how I feel about this. Look, nobody's crying for Sylvester Stallone. And I get that. No one, you're not sitting at home going, I just wish Sly had more money. No one's saying that. But this is how I also feel. He created Rocky. He wrote Rocky. He was on a typewriter, he created Rocky. And these film studios, like, let me tell you, a lot of these film studios, when they underpay a performer, like the cast of Friends, let me just use them as a great example. They weren't getting paid a lot in the first season, but the minute NBC and Warner Brothers, who owns the show, found out that it was a hit, they did go back and renegotiate with the cast. And sometimes movie producers do that too, where they don't pay a lot up front, but if it becomes a surprise hit, good studios will come back and renegotiate the contracts. To me, I think it would only be fair after getting 50 years of profits to give Sylvester a little bit more of the cut, for heaven's sake. You've made billions off. I mean, there wouldn't be a Rocky. There wouldn't be a Rocky without Sylvester Stallone, and because now all you have is bad publicity. I mean, it's worth some goodwill between studio and actor. That's just my opinion. We have a lot more to come today. Producer, are you ready? So, because I was late coming into the building today, I had a radio show off property. I couldn't put my voice on the T's. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's producer Ted with today's look at what's coming up on the show.
Coming up on The Jason Show, talking travel. It's not too late to book a summer vacation. Thrifty Traveler is here with the latest deals and why Europe is becoming more affordable than ever. Plus, cue the drama horn. It's week 2 on The Bachelorette and things are already getting hot and heavy. Producer Ted, hey, that's me, will have a recap on the latest episode. And songs that make you go, Find out what tunes make the list of dumbest lyrics of all time. The Jason Show returns next.
What happiness is to you, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Welcome back. Hey, coming up tomorrow on the show, I just spent the morning with her. Our buddy Stephanie Hansen, our foodie queen, is going to be on the show, and we're really proud of her. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so excited. You're going to get a first look at. She wrote a book. She wrote a cookbook, and she got a hold of it yesterday. And I'm so proud of her. Wait till you see this cookbook, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow on the show. Well, today, though, it's week 2 on The Bachelorette. Really? That happened while I was gone. That dumb show came back? Okay. And with 2 bachelorettes and more than 24 guys, it's hard for anyone to stand out. So the ladies invited the men to do a talent show. Look.
I think we're ready for the talent. Today I'm just looking for maybe a little bit of creativity. How much fun can you have with the talent?
Mine's just spinning about all the ways that I could connect with you, about all the things that I could show you.
The things that I look for are definitely confidence, effort, and how willing you are to kind of commit today.
I think they want to see our personalities.
And Meatball always comes up with something interesting.
You gotta be patient, you'll see.
What are meatballs?
I'm scared.
Now it's
Can I go back on the cruise? That guy's name is Meatball. But it wasn't all fun and games as Gabby and Rachel went on their first dates, and they weren't without drama. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this nonsense means it's once again time for 63% of America loves Ted. Joining us from Bachelor headquarters is today's official show announcer, Ted. Hey, that's me.
Hey, that's me.
Ted, now I wasn't here last week when this crap premiered, so can I ask you a question not on my card?
Sure.
Okay, how is it so far with 2 bachelorettes compared to just 1?
So far, they're playing it nice. You know, they're acting as if, you know, they're friends. They're kind of bouncing ideas off each other. I think it actually helps in weeding out the guys who are there for the wrong reasons.
Which is all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're able to kind of bounce off each other and work that way. But I'm not sure how long that's going to last.
And also, Ted, what does half nudity have to do with talent? Why were they all half naked?
So they used to do, you know, they would do a group date where they'd, you know, go sumo wrestling or oil each other up and get naked. Now it's just like, hey guys, let's just get them naked before the date.
Oh, it's like
No
one of our
shame.
staff meetings, right there, Ted? It's like our Wednesday meetings.
Yes.
Okay, let's get to the questions on hand. Rachel went on her first date with Jordan V. Tell me about that.
I believe it's our first ever Jordan with an initial for the last name. We've never had more than one Jordans on
Never.
the show. So we got Jordan V. They went on a zero gravity date. So, I mean, this seems cool. And then look at the coordination. Look at the coordination. They're making out while they are weightless.
Again, Ted, it's like one of our staff meetings. Look at that.
And I mean, this is impressive. This is impressive. Now, what breaks my heart, she dumped him after they landed.
What?
I thought, I mean, as you saw there, they had chemistry.
Did she kick him out right then? Did she kick him right out of the spacecraft?
They waited until they landed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have Rachel now. The other one's name is Gabby, Ted, right? Gabby?
So we got Gabby. Gabby goes on her date with,
Nate.
I believe it's Nate. Yeah, Nate. And, you know, they do the helicopter date thing, and then they go to the hot tub, of course, where they proceed to make out basically all day.
Wait, Ted, where the hell is that hot tub?
You know, so, yeah, I mean, that hot tub, and you know what, Jason? I think it's important to point out here, and your card alludes to this, but the Jason Show research team.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you for pausing for that. Yeah.
They did a lot of hard work. They
Okay.
did a lot of hard work on this, and we actually found that hot tub in other seasons. Leo, why don't we roll that other hot tub video? So we got Matt James there on the left. We've got Colton on the right, and they are in the exact same hot tub.
Oh. Well, let's. I want to make a joke so bad, but I really don't want the tweets today. But let me just say this. That Colton clip hasn't aged well. Maybe it's a magic hot tub. Maybe you come out of the hot tub a lot different than you go into the hot tub.
It's a hot tub time machine.
Okay, Ted, my last question on my card here. How is the dual Bachelorette Oh, I already asked that.
Well, well, I previewed it. I previewed it because we do have a clip where they're playing it nice for now, but just wait, because I think things between Gabby and Rachel might get a little tense. Take a look.
I like it.
Yeah, and they think we did have a nice connection as well.
Yeah.
I want to see more of it.
I do too.
Great.
I'm really glad you're here.
I feel like you've been like really sweet to me. Just
Really?
yeah.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah. Logan and I have a really good conversation. He's super fun, very charming. So I think I could definitely see myself giving him a rose. What?
I kissed Logan.
Okay. Do you like him?
I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like kind of your type?
He's sweet. Yeah, I do. I like him.
Yeah.
Now that makes this show interesting.
Yeah. And Lord, we got to go, but I haven't kissed a girl since Bill Clinton was in office. But they kiss weird. Do y'all kiss like that? I mean,
They do kiss weird.
okay.
And last week there was a makeout sesh that was even more weird. Maybe we'll show that to you next week.
Maybe we will. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Johnson, everyone.
It's me.
It's me. They kissed weird, didn't they? Yeah. Next on the dish, Dana Carvey hosted Kimmel last night. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our late night rewind.
A lot of you probably are wondering if I'm going to do any of my old impressions from SNL. Yeah. The honest answer is not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Had to do the whole thing for myself. I'm kidding. Of course I'm going to do it. I often get asked to do my classic characters, and people wonder. They think they're still alive. What are they doing, right? Garth runs a marijuana dispensary in Aurora. It's called Schweed. She's a total babe. If she were a vape, she'd be a babe. I'm doing Garth at 91. It's really fun. Wayne, I need my Flomax. Hans from Hans and Franz is, love him. He is in Boca Raton, skipping leg day right now because his thighs have reached maximum swell. My body is chock full of man-made muscle milk. If my quads get too big, they'll rub together and cause a very macho forest fire.
Great. You know, it's in the file of what could have been. I don't know. You know, I have useless knowledge floating around this giant head of mine, and what could have been. Dana Carvey was supposed to take over for Letterman on Late Night, but they gave it to Conan O'Brien. I still think to this day, Dana Carvey would have been such a great late night host. He still could be, for heaven's sake. Speaking of late night, Paul Hollywood, you know, from the Great British Baking Show, was on with Stephen Colbert, and the two made lovely bread together.
Now, one of the greatest honors you can get on the Great British Baking Show is the Hollywood Handshake. There's been some criticism that the Hollywood Handshake's been given out too much and that you might have to retire the Hollywood Handshake because it's been devalued because scarcity determines value.
I agree. I just think the problem is everyone going into the tent recently, the quality's just got so much better. In fact, at the moment, I'm in the middle of filming the American version of the show.
Yeah.
Over in the UK for Roku.
Yeah.
And we're actually...
I'm just following you. Just
You're
keep
not
talking.
there. I mean, look at mine.
What?
Look at what I've done with this one, okay? So what you need to do is flatten it down.
Well, I'm getting no instructions from you.
Flatten it.
I'm flying blind here, Paul.
Don't use too much.
I haven't used too much flour. I've used just enough flour,
Because
Paul.
you know, because I've got...
Forget the baking. Did y'all hear what Paul said? He just kind of... They're doing an American version of the Great British Bake Off for what, Rocket? Roku. Okay, Rocket. What the hell's that? Anyway, that's going to be great. Oh, well, maybe not. They've tried, yeah, they did the great. There's something charming. The reason the show worked, there's something charming about the Brits. Believe me, I just spent a week on a cruise with two of them. I mean, they're Hi, Joe. Hi, Beth. Anyway, we're going to take a break. The Thrifty Traveler is here when we come back. Back in a moment. Our buddy's here. Well, travel is back, and you can get some good deals right now if, as the cliche goes, if you pack your patience. Audience, give it up for Jared from thriftytraveler.com. Looking good today, my friend. Look at your little pineapple shirt.
I know.
I love it. All summery. I told Jared the audience is more excited to see him today than anything. They were busting at the seams to ask you questions.
Can you blame them?
I know. Look at you. I know. Okay, let's get the non-fun stuff over right away. Flight cancellations, debacles have been in the headlines for over, well, a couple months. What's the latest? What's going on?
So things are slowly getting better.
Yeah.
So far, July has been a pretty good month. Airlines are trying their best to hire as many people as they possibly can. It's a whole slow process. But, at least Delta, which, we concentrate a lot on here at MSP, it's gotten better. They've had like 99% of their flights have actually been completed, not canceled, 80% on time. Like, things are looking better so far.
I always, I do try to balance things out. I jokingly I get snarky because it's, it's funny, but let me shine some positivity. And I tweeted you and Kyle at Thrifty Traveler over the July 4th weekend. I was on 3 different flights with a transfer at various, and July 4th was actually smooth.
Yeah.
I was never late. They were all Delta flights. On time, the luggage was there. It was, a glimmer of good news that, look, I'm one passenger, but it was handled really well. Delta on July 4th, and you guys tweeted it was better than you guys thought it was going to be.
Yeah, they allowed everybody, like system-wide, to rebook their flights for the 4th of July weekend. I think that definitely helped.
Yeah.
They were just trying their best to make the experience a little bit smoother.
Let's talk about Europe. Why is this a really good time to go to Europe?
So, for the first time in 20 years, the US dollar and the euro are the same value. So your dollar, for the first time in a long time, goes a lot farther in Europe than it does here at home. So, something that might have cost, a dinner, $70 is just now much cheaper when you go to Europe.
Oh, well, my friend Haley is the next subject, still sticking with Europe. So we have good news here in the States. There seems to be some stability. But luggage in Europe is a nightmare. Heathrow especially.
Yes, London, Heathrow, Amsterdam, Paris. It is a nightmare of travel, summer travel in Europe. It really is. I was there in May. They lost our bag twice, and that was just the start of it. So,
What's happened? Is it staff?
It's the same issues you have everywhere else. The issues we have here in the U.S. are just spread all through the globe, and European travel is just booming right now, and it's pretty ugly. But, hopefully it's going to get better.
Well, yeah, because I mentioned my friend Haley. She was at Heathrow at the same time I was gone, and she waited she took a picture of the pile of luggage, and she said it's a disaster.
It's like a mountain.
It's a mountain.
So Delta, they lost so many bags, they actually used one of their giant aircraft to shuttle thousands of bags back. There was nobody on it, just bags. Like, that just shows how crazy. No people, just thousands of bags.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Fares to Europe, though, what's the prices looking like, though?
So they're looking pretty good once we get, this fall and into the winter. That's domestically as well. Like, if you're planning on booking a trip, in the next 30 or 60 days, probably you wait if you can. Wait till this fall. Things are going to get better. Airlines are going to function better. Prices are cheaper. It's kind of a no-brainer if you're flexible.
Because I've seen you and Thrift, the official account, and Kyle and everybody. No one can look in the crystal ball, but y'all are recommending that or predicting that by, and I know it seems far away, but it's really not, by Labor Day, we could see some stability across the system. Were you still thinking that?
That is the hope. Like, Delta's reputation is on the line, and Delta CEO was talking last week. Ooh. Like, they have to change things or their reputation will be irreparably damaged, going forward. So they're taking it very seriously. All airlines are having problems. It's going to get better. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah. Because Delta, the brand, reliability.
The on-time machine.
Yeah. They have that 20-minute baggage idea, which, by the way, I took advantage of.
Yes.
I got those points immediately.
Yes, you do.
Oh, if you guys didn't know that, look at me turning into Thrifty Traveler. But But tell Jared, tell him what I'm talking about with the.
So yeah, Delta has an on-time baggage guarantee. If it exceeds that amount of time, you can go online and go to thriftytraveler.com. We have the whole guide. Just type this in, and it'll tell you. You just go to one part of Delta site and you submit, my bag was late, and you immediately get the Sky Miles deposited right back into your account. And it's pretty slick. So you just sit there and you be like, yeah, this is going to be late, but I'm getting some Sky Miles. So.
If it goes over 20 minutes.
Yes.
And we did it at 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Colin was, I'm not kidding. We were at Orlando and we're sitting there and Colin was like fit to be tied. He goes 29 minutes, or he goes 19 minutes. 20 minutes, and then at 20:30, he filled out that form, and we had, I think, 3,000 points. I think we had 3,000 miles given immediately in our account. Yeah, take advantage of that. Let's one more Delta thing in the next segment. Should we do tease now? Let's do tease now. When we come back, why Delta is buying some fancy new jets or planes. Why does it matter to us? Plus, Jared's here. You know we're going to get deals. That and more when we come back. Back in a moment. It was so funny. He had the phone out. He had the form ready to go. Welcome back. Oh, y'all are going to love this. You're going to love this. Continuing our conversation with Jared from Fifth Street Travel. We're going to get to those jets in a second, but we were having a conversation in the commercial break. That lost luggage conversation. You have the best tip. Tell the folks what it is.
Yeah, so if you have one of those Apple AirTags, maybe you have it for your keys or whatever. If you're going on a trip, you're checking your bag, throw that AirTag right into your luggage, your checked luggage, because if it is lost, at least you'll know, okay, I left Minneapolis, I'm now in St. Louis. Which city is it in? Which is great to know.
Or it's so detailed. Those AirTags are so detailed because it's meant to do that. You'll be able to see where it is within the airport.
And you can press the little find and it can start beeping and everything.
Yeah.
It's just
genius.
It is, and it's cheap.
That's a great tip. Okay. So Delta, why should we care that Delta is buying new jets?
Because the whole travel experience
is that it right there?
Is a little bit better. Yeah. So they're buying up quite a few different aircraft. So 737 Maxes, which you see up there on the screen. They've ordered more Airbus A220s. So why does this matter?
Yeah.
When you get on the plane, a lot of Delta interiors are newer, and then sometimes you get on an older aircraft and you'd be like, whoa, where did they pull this from? You know? So these new aircraft, they're bigger, they have bigger windows. The Airbus A220 has a bathroom window in the lavatory. Very spacious at the back of the aircraft.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know.
You should like that.
Okay, really? Okay, yeah. Having birds watching me, I don't need that. No.
The Chinese are definitely watching you in the bathroom.
Thank you. That's what I think. I'm telling you. I was thinking something with the jets, and now I can't think of what. Oh, I got to tell you, I almost texted you. Delta, this flight, you can always tell when the flight crew is not Minnesota based, because we got on the flight from Orlando back to Minneapolis, and I was laughing so hard because I'm sitting there and the guy comes on the intercom and he goes, okay, welcome to Delta Flight 1029, nonstop service to Minnesota. And I'm like, really? Really? Thank you you're obviously not from Minnesota because we don't all talk like that. Anyway, let's talk about deals. What do we have?
Yeah, so there are a lot of great deals like I was already talking about. If you can be flexible, push your travel out into the fall and winter. So this is all, you can go to Google Flights, you go to Thrifty Traveler, sign up for our cheap flight alerts. Minneapolis to Phoenix, nonstop, 187 on American. Denver, 187, nonstop on Delta. Chicago, 141, nonstop on Delta. Havana, Cuba, a place I love, been to twice. You can travel there as an American. Havana, Cuba, 372 with one stop on American. And Dublin for 584, one stop on United. So that's all winter, fall, some spring, but some great deals.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, and if you can't answer it, just go to Thrifty Traveler. Where is a place that you are surprised that you've been seeing lately that's really expensive and you don't know why? Remember, sometimes you talk like Chicago sometimes is really expensive, and you're like, what is up with that?
It's like everywhere is
really
expensive.
Yeah.
We talk about like these small pockets of deals, but airline flight prices have went up so much. So places where that used to be, $150, you're seeing like $500. So that's like why the key is being flexible, if at all possible. Book your flight first, let the cheap flight be your guide, then book your hotels, everything else.
We did that because we were supposed to go to Seattle for the first weekend, and Seattle flights, it was, Jeff's laughing because we were like, well, we can either sell our house or go to Seattle. So we moved it to Vegas.
And Vegas has been super cheap and
super
is.
cheap.
I know.
I mean, until you get to Vegas.
Well, then.
And then all that cheapness goes right out the door. Thanks, Bellagio. Anyway, give it up for Jared, everybody. For more information, go to thriftytraveler.com. If you're a frequent traveler, make sure you sign up for their premium service. You will not regret it. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Let's see what...
I was also going to tell you about the monkeys. I saw you love monkeys.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. Well, well, we almost had to change this segment because we almost called it Jared Part 3. During that commercial break, Jared was standing right here, and the audience kept peppering him with questions. Who asked about you're traveling with the baby, right? No. No, what did you say? A woman in her 80s. I thought you said a baby. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. No, she asked, well, traveling a long distance with an 80-year-old, right? Like a good two 80-year-olds. Not two babies, not one baby, Jason, two 80-year-olds. She asked Jared the best advice. He just said long layover, right? Yes. Yeah, because you're going a long distance.
Arranged for the golf cart.
Arranged for the golf cart, that's right. Oh, God, okay, this is, Can you all come back tomorrow, please? Thank you, yeah. What? Who asked that? Someone just goes, if we do, can we get a mug? Because that one right there. Leo, Eric, get a shot of that one. That's trouble right there in pink. So we got ready to start the show. I come out, I'm like, hey, everybody. And I sit down, I'm barely comfortable. And that one, right there, troublemaker, she goes, hi, Jason, can we do the trick that the audience yesterday did and just say that it's mug day and we'll get one? I go, no, but you can have a mug. There we go. Not you! Okay. Now see? Now front row, I'll get you one too. No, Jeff, you made her mad. I'll get you one too. Don't tell anyone else though, okay? Yeah. Should we just do the segment? Or am I supposed to do this? Okay, here we go. Well, okay, no, Jeff, can you give me 2 mugs, please? Oh, how many friends do you have? Just one? No! Can I just say, the meeting after the show is going to go like this. Jason, your show's over budget. Well, why is that? Well, I've had to give mugs every day away. Jeff's going to get you the mugs. Well, welcome back. Thank you. If anyone upstairs is watching, we're going to need more mugs. We have a good list on the show today, and it's a list calling out some of the dumbest song lyrics of all time. This whole thing started on Reddit, then popped up on BuzzFeed.com, and odds are you may not even realize what the artists are actually saying. Okay, now we're going to start this list with a big hit from 2013. Listen.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy.
Okay, so that's Pharrell singing Happy. He sings, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Now, why would that make you happy? That is dumb. That's why would a room without a roof? Oh, the sunshine. What, right? Oh, overflow with happiness. Now it doesn't seem so dumb to me. Thank you. Next up, a boy band classic from '99. Remember this?
You're the best girl that I ever did see. The great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets. Call me
Okay, so that is Summer Girls by LFO. And here's the lyric that BuzzFeed says is dumb. When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets. What's dumber, the lyric or me saying the lyric? I think me saying that. The song, by the way, is full of dumb lyrics, but they're likable. Yeah. Okay, next. Taylor Swift writes great songs, but some people called out a line from her song Lover. Listen.
We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. And this is our place. We make the rules.
Okay, so you heard the lyric, yeah. You heard the lyric, some people leave their Christmas lights up until January. Don't tell Taylor this, but everyone does. my friend Alexis leaves them up till St. Patrick's Day, so yeah. Okay, next on the list of dumbest song lyrics ever, a song from the band Train. Let's listen. Okay, so that's the song Drive By. In case you missed it, here's the dumb lyric according to BuzzFeed. I'm just a shy guy looking for a 2-ply hefty bag to hold my love. That's really dumb. You can check out the full list at BuzzFeed.com. Now, we started the segment not really about songs. We started it about mugs and demanding people. And we'll end it where we began, because I was just notified that Marion Mim Davy Kessler, our president, up there in her little tower, when you leave, look up, she waves to you. We just got a budget increase, so guess what? Everyone's getting a mug. Okay. Now I'm going to give your phone numbers to future audiences, because y'all ain't getting mugs after this. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after. Stay right there. Oh, God. Welcome back. Okay. So I might have been wrong. We didn't officially get a budget increase. So I'm going to call our president now, Marion Mim Davy Kessler, to see if we can get a budget increase to buy more mugs for you people. Hold on.
Hello?
Hi, is this Marion Mim Davy Kessler, president of Fox 9?
Speaking.
Okay, this is Jason. I'm down in the studio. I have to legally tell you you're on the air right now.
Okay.
Okay, the audience behind me, are you watching? Do you see the audience?
Yes, I see more beautiful people in one room than we've
Yeah,
had.
okay. Well, here's the deal. Those beautiful people have robbed us of all of our mugs. She's clapping for you. Okay, so.
Good job, audience.
Wait. So I need to ask, can we have a slight budget increase for more mugs?
Done.
Done! Thank you! There we go. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, God. There's the entire budget right there of mugs for the season. Yeah. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's going to be in this segment until right now. Today, you've heard of serving chicken, but how about surfing chicken? It happened in West Virginia. This pet chicken named Shelly took a ride on the family boogie board during recent flooding. Someone got the idea to put the chicken on the board because the water wasn't quite deep enough for the kids to be on the boogie board. After some initial shock, Shelly seemed to enjoy the ride. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hanson's going to be here, but right now that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you doing it wrong. Thanks to one of the best audiences we've ever had. We'll see you tomorrow.